there that is a problem here because like this thing
There's
has
no
to go
spot
somewhere.
for it.
Yeah. This is very sketchy.
Hold on, I got an idea. I got an idea for you. Okay, so what you can do is you can wrap one of these, or
What was your idea?
that's fine. I was gonna say wrap zip tie around this to build you a point of attachment.
Oh.
And then attach it with smaller ones. But I mean, you got it.
No, that would be much less sketchy. I would prefer that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes you have to step away from the problem to actually solve it.
Here comes the voice of experience.
And then now you have a loop to hook to.
Is
hold on. I want to show you something else. I learned this in fiber optics class. Clipping this way leaves a pointy edge left and right, but if you clip this way along the side, it gets rid of the edge, so you don't have any point. So I always go perpendicular. That's a pro tip. You got a job at the down.
Hello. How's the mic sound?
Sounds good.
This is Mark.
Hello.
What's your title?
Electrical engineer.
Electrical
Well,
engineer.
it says electronics engineer, but I have an electrical engineering degree.
So what do you do every day in here?
Is this an interview? I
Yeah,
harass
open.
Nutsinee as much as I can. No, I work on electronics, as you know. Assemble, design, fix. We have the board up there with all the to-dos. Those things need to be fixed, and as they get fixed, we cross them off.
Less than half get crossed off, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, we got a lot of work.
Thank you, Mark.
Yep.
I'm gonna quickly take you through a different part of the LVA. Alright. This is the IC rack. Oh, by the way, this is the PSL enclosure where our main laser lives. So, I was told to look this guy, see if there's anything plugged in. And there is something plugged in, so I'm gonna give Jenny a call. Where is the phone? Yep, there's stuff plugged in here. Okay. So that new curtain is set just for us, so that the whole squeezer area around cam 6 here, so here and all around to the other side, so it can be laser hazard while the rest of the LVA is laser safe. Yesterday we cleaned this area because the huge clean room over there needs to move a little bit that way. Now I just have to bring all of my stuff back. So from 10 volts to 100 volts we get 1, 2, 3 FSR of green. We can use this knowledge to figure out what's the gain of that prolapse driver. Or we can just look at a manual. See, if you go from 50 ohms input to non-50 ohms input, there's always a factor of 2 somewhere that I'm going to get confused with. And by the way, folks, you see my shirt right here? This is ham6 chamber. This is the drawing of what's inside this chamber right here. That's where we detected gravitational waves. So if you want one, I'll post the link below, and any profits earned will go towards my coffee and instant ramen. These are the PDH sidebands. We took out the attenuator so that we can have more signal, but in return we sacrifice the amount of light going into the cavity. So you got 1, 0, whatever this was. I hope this video is useful because I'm gonna go back and look for this mode right here. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put the 20 dB attenuator back on, so when we scan on the scope we have a nice and clean data of mode matching. There it is. What happened? So I just completely took out the cable. So this is what the scan looks like now. Let's watch the scan and the camera for a little bit here. Maybe this will be useful in the future. Sadly, the strip tool here is the sampling rate is not so great. So that's why I want to take a data with the oscilloscope so I can more accurately calculate the mode matching of this cavity. Perhaps. I'm not worried about scope broken, I'm worried about I'm dropping the interferometer, but they're fine. They did not see what happened. Now that should give us a real estimate of what the mode matching really is. I'm gonna take two data, one without RF input to the EOM, which means there is 0 sidebands here. Whatever we see, this is purely what comes out of the cavity. Not sure if this is all that grandiose, to be honest. So I can see 3 FSR here, so I must be driving close to 100. No, I see 4 FSR, so I'm driving at least 100. I am outputting 3.5 volts. 3.5 volts times what equals 100. 3.5 volt P2P has to multiply by 30 for it to output a little over 100. Yeah, I want a rifle. Yeah, I do want a rifle. Here we go. Join your friend. This is not right. I've never seen this before. This is a really strange behavior. All this fuss here. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna make sure that the beam is well centered. The way you do this is you count your turns. I'm gonna go from just out of the diode. I'm gonna count my turn. This is half a turn. This is another half a turn. Another half a turn. I am now just fell out of the diode on the other side. So I'm moving in yaw here. Ah shit, I lost count. So if you count 3, you go back halfway. You start from falling off the diode, center on the diode. It plateaus and then it falls out the diode again. So you want your knob back in the center. Make sure you count your turns. Yaw is good. I'm gonna try pitch. Bus is still there even if I turn off the scan. I have just killed the light, so I flip the flipper. There is no more green hitting the diode, but look at that shit. This is electronics related. There is no more light on the diode. This is how you save the file with Tektronix MDO3024. Menu, save waveform, source. Make sure that you pick everything if you want everything. Destination is, wow, file, this guy. Actually, I'm gonna format this first. File util, yeah, I would format this every time when you start. Format, okay. Okay, save waveform again. Source is all. File destination is on the drive E, this here, so hit OK, and that's it. It will save both trays. You'll find CSV file that you can open with an Excel program, for example. Now I'm gonna plug this guy in and take another measurement.